What's up, everyone? My name's Chrisaloo, and this is going to be about the third time that I've tried recording this devlog, or whatever we're going to call it today. This is going to be the first of maybe about a handful of recordings I'm going to be doing in terms of development for the game I'm making called Salvation and Corruption. It's made on the RPG Maker XP engine, which is very simple. It's actually like 25 bucks. It's not expensive at all. The one I want to get is, I think it's XV that my friend has, and it's like 83 bucks, so it's gonna have to wait. There might be a way I can get it for less than that, but anyway, there is music going on in the background of YouTube. I pulled up some battle music, I guess, because I don't want to get screwed over for royalties for listening to what I listen to. So I'm going to kind of give you guys a bit of a in-depth look of what I've done so far, what my main goal of the day is. These are all random NPCs, most of which have their own movements. What I just did in my last attempt to record this was, this character right here, he's not going to really be there. His coding is more or less a test. What I was trying to do was, the goal of what I'm trying to do here is for the NPC to register that there's something in the character's inventory. And once it registers that there is or isn't something in the character's inventory, then they react accordingly. Like this one, I've got it to where if you don't have a feather in your inventory, he gives you one. And if you do, and you say no, like you don't, if you do have a feather and you say no, that you don't have one, it registers that you have one and responds saying you seem to have one. Basically, it knows you're lying. So I've got it set to where he gives you the options. Do you have a feather? You say yes. He says, then that's all you need. If you say no, and you don't have one, he says, then here you go, and gives you a feather. And then if you do have one and say no, he said you already have one. Basically, he knows you're bullshitting. And that's the end of that. And with that, I've got it set to where if you only have one, he will not give you multiple, no matter what you say. So that's his reasoning for it. And the reason I've got him set to have a feather is to give it to this particular NPC right here in order to leave Blue Bark. And if you don't have a feather, then he will not let you leave. If you do have a feather and you don't give it to him, he will not let you leave. If you don't have a feather and tell him that you do, he still won't let you leave because it registers that there is no feather in your inventory. If you have one and you say yes to it, and you say that you do, then he'll move out of the way. This is basically what I'm going for. Hopefully my OBS doesn't crap out again, because it's been doing that. Okay. So, oh wait, I've set it to the wrong one. Okay, let me restart the character's playing position. We'll put his starting position, just for the purposes of this test, right up there. Okay, so now we're gonna... So, our test, yes, I do have background music in this too. Do you have a feather? We'll say yes. That is all you need. So it won't register that you have one in your inventory or not. But I'm gonna edit that and make it. I'm gonna try to get a condition set up to where if you don't have one, and you say that you do, he says you don't seem to have one. Because my thing just glitched out. Make sure it's still recording it pretty well. Yep. Hi, me. All right. So with that, what I want to do is make it to where you tell him, I do have a feather when you don't, and then he'll give you the say, are you sure you have one? Or you say, well, here's another just in case, knowing you're bullshitting him, but he's giving you a feather anyway. So we're going to touch him again. That sounded bad. We're going to bump into him again. Do you have a feather? No. Then here you go. And what that's going to do is it's going to show up in your inventory that you have a feather. So now we are going to then, we'll talk to him again. Do you have a feather? No. You seem to have one. Okay, and you still only have one feather. That was my cat, sorry. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to go down to that dude. Did the music go off already? Nope. You can hear it in the background there. And we go to this guy, okay? So testing, it says literally testing trade option. Do you have, basically that says, do you have a feather? You say no leaving. Okay, do it again. I'm walking into him. I'm going to try to get it to where it's I'm going to set it towards the action bar instead of player touch. Testing the trade-offs. Do you have a feather? Yes. So he moves out of the way. Okay. You leave. Okay. You go back. Testing the trade-offs. Do you have a feather? Yes. And he moves out of the way and you get back into Blue Bark. Now that also means, now for the duration of this map, he'll register that you have the feather. But one thing I want to fix is when you go inside, he doesn't move. He moves back to his starting position. Here's an example, okay? Now, on the off chance that you lose your feather, I'm going to set him up in every single town solely for the specific purpose of you getting back to Blue Bark. Which is the starting town. Okay, so we're going to go up here. Okay. We're going to go in and come right back out. Make sure that it's still in our inventory. It's in our inventory, okay. So now we're going to just go back around. Okay. Let's wander around a little bit. Yeah, I know this is taking a second. Okay. So he does stay there, testing the trade option. Yes, I have a feather. He moves out of your way. Okay. So, with that done, we're going to go ahead and X this out. Make sure that my OBS is still going good. Okay. Because it's been giving me trouble lately. Okay. So now we're going to go to him and change his dialogue. Change dialogue. Edit that. You may pass so long as you possess a feather. Sorry, my cat's using his litter box now. I tried getting these control switches off so that maybe he would hold still once he goes up there, but apparently not. But I did set the control switch to where he would go up and not move any further. So we're going to apply that just so he doesn't go up and constantly repeat his actions. So this is, we're going to test out that dialogue box again. I'm going to go here, test it out. Do you have a feather? No. Then here you go. Test it out again. Do you have a feather? No. You seem to have one. Do you have a feather? Yes, and that is all you need. So we're going to X that option. I tried exiting out of the dialogue, but apparently I can't do that. So we're going to keep moving. And also, I want to show you guys a cutscene, like a very rough edit of a cutscene that I made. That's took me 4 hours to do it, but you may pass so long as you possess a feather. I'm going to edit that cutscene too. And there's going to be different music with the background here. So, imagine this to be more dramatic music. Oops. So, we're going to hit this cutscene. Okay. Oh no, sir, you okay? You don't understand. I wasn't supposed to be here. Excuse me. Flash. There you go. And then you wake up in Red Bark, which is where you're supposed to go for the mainstay of the demo. Which I'll show you guys a quick little look at Red Bark, so you guys can enjoy the bit I made. This is all, you know, handmade. The only thing you're given, something on my teeth, is these tiles on the side here that are on the left side of the window. That's all you're given. And those are the only things that are pre-made. Other than that, you set it up entirely at your choosing, including the grass on the ground. Some characters move faster than others. Some are like animals, like I have a cat wandering this town somewhere. There's children, which I wanted to make move a little faster, but I think I might have overshot it there with that one in the green hair. Oh, this little spot right here is pertinent to the story, including the person standing there looking, but I'm not going to reveal that quite yet. And another thing, that gray and white scene that you guys saw just now is also very much so pertinent to the story, but that will be revealed in the full game itself. Hey, look, there's the cat. So there's a lot to still be set up. There's a lot to still refine and work on. So that's actually quite a bit that I've got done so far. And this is only tinkering with it for just a few days. As a matter of fact, I've been spending the last 6 hours on this thing. So that's what I've got so far for Salvation and Corruption. Oh, wow, that was my foot. It does that from time to time. My left foot sometimes tightens up, and when I move it, it pops. So that's what I've got so far for Salvation and Corruption. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you guys want to see more development vlogs of this. The game, as soon as I get more set up, there will be a Game Jolt page of this. Hopefully, I'll have a Game Jolt page set up by end of next week, probably at the end of next week or 2 weeks from today. In that time, I'm gonna try to get it up sooner, and it'll still be in development. But as soon as I get the demo finished and refined, which I'm giving it to a couple personal friends. Not other YouTubers, a couple personal friends, just so they can find the bugs in it. And, well, I might give it to some YouTubers once I get the demo set up and I run through it myself. I'll give it to a couple of other people. First, of course, personal friends, just in case they can find some bugs, because I got a friend, Chris Boss. That's not his full name, but he's going to be testing it because he says he can find the glitches and bugs in any game, so I'm putting that to the test. But that's what I've got set up so far. Tell me what you guys think. Got any tips I can use to make the certain processes for the cutscenes a little easier and a little faster? Thank you guys so much for watching. Link to my Game Jolt page will be in the description, as well as the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Support them in any way you can. And the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you or someone you know is suffering, feel free to make those resources available. I highly implore that. Thank you guys for sticking with me through all the stuff I get my furry little butt into. And my hair is getting very long. So that's another positive. Jen will let me cut it. Well, that's all I got for this, really. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.